How's it going, guys? It's the final render here, coming at you with another live stream. It's going to be a good one today. We're going to be doing some more Fallout 4 settlement building today, and it's going to be pretty exciting. We're actually going to be doing some building at the alien crash site right here. It's going to be pretty cool. One important thing, though. Can you all hear me and stuff like that? We have actually had... That's very loud. We have had some bizarre audio issues today on my end. I've just tried to get everything working. I've just turned the audio down a little bit. I saw it was peaking a little bit, so turn that down just a tad. But can you hear me? Can you hear me? I see people in the chat are saying, Mike, it's loud. Well, I've turned it down a bit, so I presume that means it's okay now. Let me just double check. Yeah, it should be good now anyway. Should be good. How are you all doing? In fact, I can double check on my end, can't I? Oh yeah, that was pretty bad. Turn it down now, Final Render. I'm just double checking. Just double checking. Yeah, come on, Final Render. Get to the bit where you turn it down. Yeah, it sounds very, very bad. What is wrong with that audio? Okay, we need to go ahead and check that out. Apologies about this, people. Let's just double check all the audio and make sure everything is okay. People say they can hear me and stuff, but it sounds goddamn atrocious. It really, really does. Sounds really, really awful. Alright, so just go and check that. Let me see. Yeah, it sounds like a radio, says Doctors on Baldry. I know what you mean. Let me just mess with some of the gain and stuff there. How about that? Does that sound a bit better? Hopefully it sounds a bit better now. As I said, we have had some bizarre audio issues today. Some rather annoying ones, but I'm hoping it works now. Hoping it works now. I'll kind of wait a little bit until I'm certain that everything is a bit better. Anyway. Alright, let me just spin it around there. Again, I'll double check on my end by watching the older stream. Yeah, it sounds real, real bad. Okay, we also have a new Nightbot here, by the way. So it's awesome. Apologies about this. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. Hurry up, Final Render. I need to get to the bit where he says it's okay. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, much, much better. Okay. Very much apologies about that, people. But unfortunately, with the, now people are saying it's too quiet. I can turn it up a little bit, though. That's okay. At least I've sorted the issue with the audio. As I said, sorry about that. We have had some issues today with the audio. So it's nice to know that it's working a bit nicer now. So, how are you all doing? Are you all okay? Are you all okay? Let's hopefully have some fun today and do some fantastic building. We've got a little bit of stuff to do to actually get everything going. Now people are saying it's quiet. I don't know if I believe you, because I just tried it and it was okay. Let me see again. Just to double check. Yeah, that is pretty quiet. That is pretty quiet. There we go. Turn it up a little bit again. Turn it up a little bit again. I hate it when stuff like this happens, but unfortunately, when you have audio issues, you can't really fix it until you're on stream and people can tell you if it's okay or not. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on for a bit. Turn it down a bit there. Actually, now I think about it, if I turn it down here, but boost it up here, we should be okay now. Hopefully. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time messing around with it because we've got to get started. We've got to get started. Okay, so we are going to be building here. And my primary goal is to make a video here. Not so much to make a live stream, but to make a video. And that means I've got to make sure that also my NVIDIA software is up and running. But it's been a very interesting day. Very interesting day. I've actually been playing a lot of guitar today, which is very nice, actually. I haven't done that in years, but I've been doing it today. And it's been fantastic. I actually got that, what's it called? I got that really nice, what's it called? Rocksmith game. Absolutely fantastic Rocksmith is. It's basically a Guitar Hero with a real guitar. And it's really, really cool to go ahead and do that. Alright. I'm just going to ask one more time, people. Is the audio okay now? Is the audio okay now? As in, can you cope with it? Or is it generally too bad? If it's too bad, then it is what it is. Okay, so what we need to do is make sure that we have everything kind of ready for this video. Alright, so as I said, I'm going to be building at this alien crash site. And I need to get some of my first opening shots. Let's go to a place where the character is in the sunlight. TFC, SUCSM, 5. Here we go. So let's get ready to get a nice shot of our character. Alright, so TM, here we go. And hit record. Okay, so we are now recording. Alright, so let's just hold it on this until we get a nice little shot here. People are saying the audio is good now. Thank heavens for that. Thank heavens for that. It's been, as I said, a bit of a nuisance today, but hopefully everything is all good now. So what are people saying though? Laura Elshad said audio is on point. Pfizer Game says Nightbot is too much render. He's only said like 2 things. He's only said like 2 things. Kimberly A says I can hear you just fine. Excellent stuff. How are you, Kimberly? Nice to see you. What else have we got? King Noob says it's all okay. Angel Blue says your audio is excellent. How you doing, Angel? Nice to see you again, matey. Excellent stuff. Right. There we go. Character just did an action. Just did a movement. That's all we need. There we go. We've got that shot there. Fallout fan says, before Fallout 76 comes out, can you do a sum up of all the builds you've done? Oh god, I don't even know if I want to do that. Tell you the truth, you can just go and watch the playlist if you want to sum up. But I don't necessarily want to say, here's all the builds I did in Fallout 4, because I might do more, you know? Besides, there's quite a few, to say the least. And Sans says, what's up, Render? Not much, Sans. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. Comic Sans? Yeah, I noticed you've got the Undertale thing as your photo. That's why he's called Sans, because he's a comic. It's fun, right? Alright. Another thing I do want to check though. Last time we recorded a little bit of stuff like this, it actually went ahead and didn't record everything correctly. What it did is that it included the recording symbol on the top right of the video. So I just want to make sure that it doesn't do that this time. Alright, so here's our little video clip here. And the symbol is not in the video. Okay, fantastic. Now I can carry on with confidence. Kevin Berline says, Nightbot, well, my computer isn't doing that. Not buy me a new one, and it will stop. Don't think I know what you mean right there. You can't talk to the Nightbot. The Nightbot doesn't really say anything to you. Ben Appleby says, Render, just saying I loved the Google Earth video. I'm glad you liked it. I had that idea in my head for quite a long time. Quite a long time. But I thought, you know what? Because I was originally going to do it with Fallout 4. And I thought, you know what, this would be a good idea to do with Fallout 76. Because we can do something pretty darn cool with that. Alright, let's see if we can get like a really cool shot. Like from back here, maybe. See if we can just zoom in down the crash site. Obviously, I'm sure most of you guys are aware about this. But this is obviously the crash alien spaceship. The Zetans, or the Zetans, they are called. And they've been in the game for quite a while, actually. This one actually crashes in Fallout 4 when you hit level 20. That's how it actually calculates it. When you hit level 20, the next time you go outside, as opposed to not into an interior, then you will hear and see the crash ship going across the landscape, and it lands right here. Really, really awesome. Like, they actually had an entire DLC in Fallout 3, purely about the aliens, where you actually get abducted by aliens. Very cool DLC that was. What else are people saying, though? Rectifi says, are you going to do more builds without the dev kit, so just build in mods? Well, are you going to do more builds without the dev kit, so just build in mods? Well, we've actually done more regular settlement builds without the development kit, you know, without the creation kit. But we'll probably do some more. I just really wanted to do some stuff with the settlement mode for a while, because frankly, I got fed up with the damn creation kit after using it pretty much non-stop for streams for like 9 months, something like that. It'll be awesome to just go and do some really nice settlement builds. Plus, you know, it's a really nice edited format. What we've got here with the settlement builds. And we've actually got a new mod installed as well for the landscapes. Do you remember in the last video, I actually went and did kind of a 76 themed settlement build, and I used 2 mods to make the environment look like Boston. Well, now we've got a new one. I don't remember the name of it, but I'll double check it. But it's one which changes a lot of the trees and adds a lot of the flowers that you can see in 76 to Fallout 4. So I basically get the same look, except I have got 1 mod rather than 2 mods to get the look of this. So it's pretty awesome. What else are people saying, though? Let's go and read some of these. C. Ohio says, will we still get Fallout 4 videos after 76 comes out? Maybe not for like the first month or 2. But I'm sure we'll go back to Fallout 4, because I mean, I do a lot of stuff with mods, and there won't be anything with modded stuff for 76 for maybe like a year and a half or so, maybe. I mean, that's roughly how long it was for official mod support for Fallout 4, wasn't it? It was about a year and a half. Obviously, PC, there was mods pretty much straight away. But it won't be the case for 76 because it's an online game. Okay. I want to get a nice shot of my character sitting down. Nice shot of my character sitting down. And I never remember which it is. So let's just see what we can do. Gotta go ahead and use the Dave Poses mod right here. As I said, the primary thing of the streams, or at least for settlement streams, are also to make a video, not just to make the settlement. So we do spend a lot of time getting the shots we need, not just doing the actual building. But the actual plan is to, lack of a better word, make... Ooh, there we go. That's pretty cool. But not quite the sitting I want. So that was number 11, wasn't it? Is it number 12 I want? No, number 10 maybe. Oh, that's definitely not the sitting I want. I want to sit in when she's just kind of got her legs hanging over the edge of the cliff. And I don't really remember what numbers they are. I know I say it every time, but I need to print them off or write them down, etc. No, forget it. Let's just have number 10. Let's just have number 10. Or number 11, sorry. There we go. That right there. Alright, so TFC. Let's go and scroll this down. Okay, well, she's, that's not quite right. Let's see if we can do something a bit better with this, then. Where's my, mouse? There we go. Go and, position her just like that, maybe. Don't fall off the edge now, girl. Don't you do that. I see you slipping and sliding. There we go. Alright, so TM. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a shot. Maybe... what would be a cool shot? Maybe if we look at the ship again. Kind of slowly come towards us this way. Slowly come towards us this way so we can kind of end and finish on her face. Okay, no one clipped that. No one clipped that. That sounded okay in my head, but that was one of those things you really don't want to say. And if you don't understand what that meant, then don't worry about it. Okay, SUCSM 1. That changes the speed of the free camera. The SUCSM command. Okay, that's a little too fast still. A little too fast. Let's be very slow here. Very slow indeed. Rectify says, Render, do you have a dual monitor setup or a single monitor? I have a dual monitor setup, but really, I need a triple monitor setup. Really need a triple monitor setup, because I would ideally like to have like Streamlabs on one screen, for chat and stuff, and any other kind of monitoring on the second screen, and the game on the other screen. But unfortunately, budget is a little bit tight in terms of monitors. I want to do more upgrades to the actual computer rather than just get a new screen. In fact, if I'm going to buy anything for the computer, I need a new keyboard. This keyboard right here. Oh, look at that. It literally kind of splits down the middle. So if I'm going to get anything, I need to get a new keyboard. But let's see. Let's actually start doing some building now. Alright, so let's go and God mode it by TGM. And let's get going then. We'll probably do it with the camp system again, actually, since I've already got it still. Alright, so recording started. Here we go. And let's start building. This is going to be an Institute-themed build, as I said. So, we're going to make it look really pretty and really cool. There's our camp system down there. And let's get going. Actually, I do want to get like one shot of the camp system. See if we can get a shot. Character right there, maybe. Just kind of in front of it. You can't actually clip on YouTube, actually, so I don't know why I made that joke earlier. But yeah, let's get a shot right here, this camp system, just so we can kind of show it off. Major Cody says, what is the top donation you have ever had, Render? Do you mean on this? The top donation we've ever had was $200. That was the top donation we've ever had. That was from... Actually, I won't say who it was. But, yeah, $200 is the top donation we have ever had. So, if anyone wants to go ahead and beat it, please feel free. Please feel free to go ahead and try to beat that $200 donation. Will Karu says, hello, what's going on? We are going to be making an Institute-themed kind of crash site lab right here. So we just threw down that camp system right there. This is what actually gives us our settlement. Really cool mod this is. You just throw it down like a landmine and it gives you the ability to start building. Let's go ahead and start doing it now. Now, okay, here we go. If Pfizer Game says, what mods have you got installed right now, such as decorations and building? Oh, I don't know, I got quite a lot. Your best thing is probably just to wait until the edited video to find out. But I'll say what I've got as it pops up. So, firstly, what I want to have like a caged area around this crash site. The idea is kind of like the Institute has found this place. They found it, and then they want to study the aliens, so they kind of cornered off the area, you know, kind of like the Men in Black or something, you know, except in this case they would be the Men in White, not like Gandalf the White or whatever, you know, because he's cool. But we can just kind of cage off the area. I'm sure something in Settlement Objects expansion pack will have like some kind of security fencing or whatever, right? Surely they do. We've got glass, Yangtze. They've got plenty of Institute stuff, which is fantastic. That's definitely what we'll need. But do we not have anything in Settlement Objects expansion pack for security? Unless maybe it's in fences or something. That might make sense. Junk fence, wire fence. Oh, that's no good, is it? Might have to leave the security fencing for a little bit then. I mean, if I don't have it now, then I'll just go ahead and do some of the other things. Unless maybe we have something in... no, we won't have anything else there, will we? Okay, we'll leave the fencing for now then. Let's start building some actual structures. What I wanted to do was use the Snap and Build. It's something I haven't used in a very long time, Snap and Build. And it basically gives you little compartments. There might be something in here for all I know. We've got bunkers, capsules, industrial, anything industrial. Industrial bridges, extendable bridges. Nah, that's not what I want. Fed up of looking at those after the Diamond City build. Anyway. So let's just go with the capsules then. We're going to go with these capsules. And what these capsules do is they kind of give you little pods. And the idea is we have got kind of like a little makeshift science lab here. And we're going to have these labs looking at the ship and also looking at where the alien actually dies, you know, in a cave not too far away. So let's start by finding one like that, maybe. Because that's got kind of... yeah, we'll have that, actually. Unless this one's got ventilation or something. That one's got... this one's got 2 holes in the roof. Let's have that one. So we got that there. And I want to, like, put some glass right in front of this, you know. Do we have, like, a giant glass section? I'm pretty certain we do. If not, we'll have to improvise somehow. It ain't in there if we do have one. So we've got the metal ones there. We've got the metal caps. We don't have the glass caps. I could have sworn that there was actually glass caps in there. Anyways, get some ventilation on each side. And again, we may just have to leave it for now if we don't have the windows we want. I have a general kind of golden rule when it comes to building, and that is, if you don't find the thing you want quickly, then move on. You'll find it again later. Okay, you'll find it again later. And then when you actually find it later, you'll just be able to pop it in. But you'll spend hours just searching menus and stuff, and you'll never get anything done. Alright, so put this bulkhead door on. Is that even right? I mean, it's technically right. It snapped into place, but it's clearly not. So let's just move it out a little bit there. How's that look? How's that open? Yeah, kind of works. It would be easy if we did it outside, wouldn't it? It'd be easy if we did it out here. Okay, so what are people saying, though? What are people saying, though? Go and read some of these. Spencer Betty says, you like this game. Is it worth it? I'd say so. I think Fallout 4 is worth it. It's been out for a long time, so is what it is. Okay, the Nightbot appears to be a little bit aggressive. I might have to go ahead and tone that down a little bit now. Never actually used the Nightbot before. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to tone it down just a little bit. Unless you were saying something that is genuinely spammy. But let's see. How do I go ahead and do the spam protection? Okay, I'm just going to go and delete some of these things here. Excessive emotes? Don't you dare go ahead and... The Nightbot is actually removing emotes. We're not having that. Not having that one bit. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and neutered the Nightbot a little bit there. As I said, never used Nightbot before. So let's just go and throw that in there. Here we go. Let's see. Bring the chat up again. And bring Fallout 4 up again. What are people saying, though? Pfizer Game says, Render, in the capsules, there may be some alien tech and institute tech. Maybe they just took the tech from the alien ship. Well, the idea is they're kind of salvaging this thing. You know, and they're doing experiments on it. So we've got a little capsule there. And we need to kind of wall it off, don't we? We need it to be completely safe so that people in hazmat suits can be in here keeping an eye on it. Bulkhead door there. We will have another one there. Yeah, we'll have some more ventilation right there. And we can actually build halls with this, can't we? We can actually build like long hallways. But maybe we can actually do... One idea I have is kind of like a decontamination area. So I'd really like to try that. I mean, we do have the stuff in the actual game for it, don't we? What else are people saying, though? Jack Vickery says, can you put radioactive barrels for alien ooze? 4 alien ooze? I don't think we need any more. How much alien ooze do you want? How much alien ooze do you want, my man? We got plenty of it, I'm sure. Alright, let's go and have a solid wall there. And I believe we can actually have 2 walls next to each other, can't we? I believe so, anyway. And Kimberly A has donated $40 via Super Chat and says, get a new keyboard, mate. Ooh, hey, everyone go ahead and chant, Kimberly, 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 Kimberly. Everyone go ahead and chant Kimberly A in the chat for donating $40 via Super Chat. I'll certainly get around to that. Thank you very much, Kimberly. That is very, very generous of you. Awesome. But yeah, as I said, let me, here. Let's take a look at this. This keyboard. It's actually kind of split in half down the middle. It's just kind of a cheap Microsoft one right there. I don't need anything fancy, you know. Some people are like, oh, you should totally get yourself like an RGB Corsair one or something. I'm like, I don't know about that. They're very expensive. Unnecessarily so. You know, I can justify spending a lot of money on a graphics card or something like that. But not on a keyboard. Not the amount of money they charge for them. Alright, we do have a little problem here, being that these rocks are kind of in the way. Not only that, but also the bit's on fire. You can't get rid of the fire. We didn't start the fire. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to maybe add like a little corridor of some kind. You can get little ones, can't you? I think you can get little ones. Anyway, let's see. We've got... Well, we've got a 4-way one. That's probably as good as we're going to get. Anyone want a 4-way one? Let's get a 4-way in there. And we can seal it off. Oh, done it. Oh, that's an internal wall. Okay, yeah, they have different walls for the interior and the exterior. Okay, the ground is poking through a little bit there, but I can cope with that. Let's throw that. Can we even snap it onto there? Or does it have to have the external walls for that? It might need an external one. Yeah, it needs an external one. Oh, well, here's what it is. But we'll need an internal wall here. This is such a good mod, by the way. Snap and build. Like, this is one of the very first mods we ever kind of showed on the channel. That back then, it was only capsules. These things we're working with now. But there's loads of stuff in there. You know, there's like shacks, barns and stuff. A lot of stuff which eventually got added as DLC. But it's a fantastic mod. I really highly recommend it. It's really good at building science labs, as I said. Alright, so we've got that there. It is slightly floating, granted. So let's see if we can do something with that. Let's see if we can do something about the floatiness. Well, we need some stairs, actually, don't we? Let's get just a couple stairs first. Are they in here, or are they exterior? Ah, there we go. Capsule stairs. Put those right there. Ooh. Can I not snap multiple stairs together? I guess not. Okay, we'll have to kind of fake that. Let's see if we can do something to just to kind of hide the fact that it's obviously floating. How about that? We don't want obvious floaters in here. I could put a green screen there, then I can just put whatever I want there. But no, that's obviously bad. I tried to download the grounded mod. But unfortunately, it doesn't quite work. We'll just use wood, actually. Wood could be okay. Wood kind of makes it look like they've tried to quickly and easily put a foundation down. So we'll get a little shack foundation like that. And we will drop it down. What are people saying, though? I love Fallout 4 PS4 user, Joe the Bro 442. Wow. Says, what mod is that? This is Snap and Build, the one we're using right now. I believe it's available on PlayStation 4. I mean, I'm just letting you know because I assume that's what system you're on. No idea why I'd assume that. But yeah, really good mod. Really good mod. Adds loads of really cool assets for you to work with. And as the name implies, they all snap together. Okay, how's that looking? Yeah, that's good. Alright, so let's snap another one onto it. Ooh, ooh. Just like that. And that is slightly raised. I'm okay with that being slightly raised, actually. Oh, but the rock is kind of glitching through it, isn't it? Yeah, we can't really have that. can we do something with the rotation maybe to make it look just a little bit different? Just a little bit different. A little bit jazz, a little bit rock and roll. Nah, it's not quite right, is it? Let's just lower it down like that. Will it snap together now? No. Well, that's sucky. That's pretty sucky. Maybe we'll just have it there. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's not too ridiculous to say that you cut a little hole out, does it? What else are people saying in the chat, though? What else are people saying? Laura Elsh just says, a four-way. Oh, my. Who are you? Jeffree Star? You might have to look him up if you're unfamiliar. I am unfamiliar. Is that a safe for work search, though? Answer me honestly, Laura. Answer me honestly. Alright, well, those capsule stairs, they ain't doing it for me. Those capsule stairs, they're way too short. They're way too short, those stairs. Let's see if we can get some longer stairs, some institute stairs. Here we go. So, yeah, they're quite nice. We've even got, like, golden ones. We've got, like, Donald Trump stairs up in this. But we don't really want those. Let's just have something like that. Snap that in there. There we go. Oh, can we get rid of those rocks? Oh, so we can. Oh, that makes it a bit easier. What about that one? No, that one's part of the landscape. So, we can try to get this lined up as neatly as possible. It won't snap because they're not technically designed to snap together. So throw that there. There we go. Little stairs going on in there. Not bad, right? Not bad. What are people saying? Akira says, Final Render, can you please do an LA Noire Let's Play, please? LA Noire? I haven't played that game in years. I played that game when it was brand new. I bought that day one, I think, actually. Really good game. Once you played it through once, it's not very fun anymore because, you know, you've kind of solved all the mysteries. But, is what it is. I was tempted to try the VR version because, as you guys know, I love my VR. But, realistically speaking, is it really gonna work? You know what I mean? It's like, I already know the answers to all the mysteries. Is it really going to make enough difference? Okay, but yeah, enough of that. How about we actually... Ooh, what do we want to do for power? I'll tell you what I do want to do. I want to have lots of lights around it. That was kind of the main idea I had, the main vision I had in my head with this. Let's see if we can find the really powerful, like, construction lights. These ones right here. I love these lights as well, by the way. Not only are they really powerful lights, but also they're really good for filming because they're very omnidirectional. So if you're, say, filming your character, and you really pretty much like only want to film your character's face, for example, then these lights are brilliant because they've got a very narrow cone of vision, but they're very bright. So let's just throw a load of these down. Throw loads of them down. And the idea is that this is a temporary place, so we're just going to throw them everywhere, really. So do you kind of see the vibe I'm going for here? Do you see what I'm going for? Like, this actually reminds me of, I went to see the new Predator movie the other day, and they actually had a scene like this, you know, where they had, like, an alien kind of government agency going around a crash site. And, man, yeah, by the way, guys, the new Predator film, not very good. I'm not going to lie, it's not very good. Bits of it were quite good. There are some character jokes in there, which are quite funny. There are some funny lines in there, but just no. You know, it ain't great. What I will say, though, is that the new Predator movie, it's easily one of the most awesomely violent movies I've ever seen. There was so much hilarious violence in it, and, you know, so over the top, it's like, that is awesome. Not like, oh, that's horrible. Just like, wow, that's so cool. You know, almost slapstick in a way. Alright, so I'm just working with these lamps right here to kind of make them look level on the ground. I probably don't need to do that, really, you know, for the sake of the video. But it does make it look better. And also, if I actually show me in the video doing it, then everything looks great. Scotsman Games says, you should put a few megaloaders about the place. Megaloaders? Megaloaders was actually my nickname in college. But I'll see what I can do. Let's go and throw that right there. That looks level right there. And this one's slightly floating. We've got another floater. Another floater, Bernard. There we go. And raise it up a little bit. Just a little bit. I obviously do all of my kind of fine positioning using the console. And the reason I do that is because, one, I'm used to it now. You know, this is kind of how I learned how to place things. You know, before place and red was around and stuff. This is the only way to do it. And god damn it, I'm not changing now. I'm really not changing now. And I can actually manipulate my character as well doing this. You know, and trees or just basically NPCs as well as regular items. So that's pretty cool. Rectify says, Render, do you think you could consider doing a gunner faction build? Or do you think they are too similar to the Brotherhood of Steel because they're essentially military? You know what? I haven't done anything with the gunners. Even in the game, I've never done any kind of the gunner quest lines or whatever. You know, like the quest line with McCree? Never done anything like that. So I don't really know much about them. All I know is that they're real pests, basically. I mean, they popped up in the main story a few times. But I really don't know much about the gunners at all. It's probably the only thing in, it's probably the only real thing in Fallout 4 that I haven't really touched was anything with the gunners. I didn't touch any gunners. You know, put that in writing. So here we go. We've got all of our lights kind of lined up now. Let's see if we can find a suitable generator. I don't want this because it's a bit too fat, that one. Let's see if we can get like a smaller generator that works really well. I know I definitely have some really good ones. Or maybe it's some Settlement Objects expansion pack that has really good ones, I should say. I don't have them. I didn't make them. But yeah, so we've got the mini reactors right here. I use these a lot, actually. These are from Settlement Objects expansion pack. These tiny little power generators. They're great because since they're so small, you can pretty much just throw them anywhere in your build. And then they just work. You know, you just got power. It doesn't really matter where it is. You can just throw it anywhere, basically. But we do have a mini reactor right here. Maybe I could pop it there, you know, on this little foundation. I mean, since we've got it there, let's do something with it, am I right? If you've got it, flaunt it. If you've got a reactor, pop it next to your capsule. And lower that down, and maybe rotate it a bit. Why not? Rock and roll. What are people saying, though? Tombkeeper13 says, can you use an alien corpse to make an alien dissection lab? That is my plan. That is my plan, but I plan to do that in the cave. Because we're not just going to build here, we're also going to build in the little cave where you can find the alien. What do I want to use for my conduits? That's an important question. Because the conduits are... Oh boy, that's a big Ferris wheel. Because the conduits... You got quite a few interesting ones. You got ones for the Institute, which are really nice. Let's add that there. Little transfer beacon. Kind of make it look like you're beaming stuff back to the Institute. And I'm goddamn stuck. Yep. Jump out of there. And jump on there. There we go. What else are people saying, though? Ben Appleby says, are you excited for the Elder Scrolls Blades? Yes, but I'm not going to be using it on mobile. I'm going to be using it on... Well, most likely I'll do it in VR, if I'm honest, because they say, hey, you can do it in VR and it's going to be free. I'm like, hell yeah, more free VR. Well, here's the thing about VR. There is a lot of free VR, it's just most of it is rubbish, you know? Most of it is rubbish. Or, even worse, it's really good, but it's overpriced. So, that can be a problem. I was going to put some lights on there, but it's not really working. Let's get some of these conduits. Put one there. Connect that up like that. And move it about just there. I believe these actually are Institute conduits, or at least Institute-themed conduits. Attach that there, attach that there. By the way, yeah, I have no idea how mobile this nuclear reactor is, but hey, they got teleport technology, so what am I saying? What am I complaining about? And it doesn't need to be too perfect, this place. It can be a little slapdash in places, because it's kind of been erected quickly. But if we can just maybe try to make it look a little bit tidy. After all, cable management is important. It generally is. So if I can find like a nice conduit thing. That are like, there's the decontamination arch actually. I'll grab that while I found it. I'll grab that while I've got it here in my inventory. Pop that right there. And Fallout Vampire has donated $1 and says, hi Render, can I be a mod in chat? Oh, I lost the rest of that there. I'll just double check. Can I be a mod in chat? If not, the vid for Fallout 76. Hi chat. I've actually already got 2 mods and a Nightbot now in chat, so we don't really need any right now. But tell you what, if we need more in the future, then you're first on the list, okay? But anyways, everyone go ahead and chant. Vampire! 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 Hooray! Everyone got to chant Fallout Vampire in the chat for donating $1 via Super Chat. That is very kind of you, matey. Thank you very much for doing that. Thank you very much indeed. Obviously, donations like that help the blood flow of the channel. If there's blood that needs to be flowing, it comes via donations. I don't think that's shallow. We need it. We generally do. I'm not lying about it. You know, because we don't really make much money on ad revenue. Alright, so got the wire going there. You know what? Yeah, let's just have wires going across. As I said, it's okay to be a little bit slapdash sometimes. It's okay to be a little bit slapdash. Let's just throw these here. And this will probably look really good at night time. Really good at night time. And we just got one more down there. There we go. And do we need to complete the circuit? We don't technically, do we? No, it just kind of carries on. What else are people saying though? Scotsman Games says, hi Final Render, have you seen Black Panther? If not in Wakanda, they use a shield to make a country hidden. Maybe you should try something like that. I have seen Black Panther. I'm not going to lie, I didn't rate it. I thought it was generally quite rubbish. I'm sorry to say it, I generally thought it was a boring movie. But hey, I don't like most of the superhero movies coming out right now. But I generally found it quite dull. Alright, so we've got the decontamination arc right there, which is good. And it's just glitched into the floor a little bit, but that's okay. Is it technically poking out a little bit? It's not technically poking out. Alright, so maybe I'll have to connect it up from in here and go around this way. Nope, it's not working that. Okay, so we need to have some kind of conduit going inside. These are probably the best ways to do it, actually, using these conduit boxes right here. If I can pop it up. Actually, do we have any with lights on the underside? We've got some with lights on the top, haven't we? What about the underside? Here we go. We've got one with lights on the underside right there. Oh, but there's no thing on the... No, okay, never mind. If we can get this conduit here, we'll get the 3-1. Why not? Get the 3-way one. Put that there. And now grab another one which goes down. Grab one of these little ones which goes down. Just get one which has one thing. That'll probably do just fine. Like that. We can connect this to that. Oh, you mean that's not working? What else are people saying though? Ben Appleby says, do you think we can find the Zetans in Fallout 76? I don't see why not. I mean, they're in Fallout 3, they're in Fallout 4. I don't remember if they're in New Vegas or not. It's not too ridiculous to assume that maybe they'll be in 76, at least in some aspect anyway. Set scale to 0.9. There we go, like that. Made that a little bit, oh darn it, a little bit smaller. So that should connect now. No, lower it down even more. Okay, fine, we'll play it your way, Decontamination Arch. We'll play it your way. Right, so connect that. There we go, now it's connected. Since those two are now connected, in theory, I should have a little conduit poking out of the roof. If I can friggin' fly my way around, god darn it. Go up here. Do we have, oh look, that actually lights up, that's kind of cool. Do we see a thing poking out of a roof? Oh yes, there we go. You can just see the little nubbin of it, just the little nubbin of it poking out there. And now we can connect that up to there. Boom! Internal power, right there. Powered up that arch right there. Yep, that works. Works pretty good indeed. Go through there, clear your ads and stuff. What else are people saying though? Death Wish King 2 says, hey Render, good to see you are alive. Here's a story YouTube completely made you disappear. Even when I typed you up, I thought you died in real life. Came up and duty called, but recently found you again. Well, I hope YouTube hasn't killed me off. Well, YouTube pretty much has, to tell you the truth. YouTube has definitely messed it up. But, thank you very much for tuning in, matey. I'm glad you are here. We're doing an Institute build, and it's going pretty cool. What else are people saying, though? Kevin Berline says, to Doom Guy, Bethesda is only letting Xbox players get the early release. PS4 players will probably get it only when it's opt everyone. Don't think I know what you're talking about there. Are you talking about crossplay? Because that's not happening if that's the case. But yeah, I am pretty set on getting an Xbox ready for the beta, you know. As I said, I don't mind getting an Xbox for the beta, play it a week early, and then returning the Xbox. I honestly don't mind. I don't think that's bad either. I'm allowed to do that as a consumer. Okay. Alright, Scotsman Game says, I'm not asking you for your review, I'm just telling you to make a bamboozle shield. You're telling me to make a bamboozle shield. I'm not going to do it then, frankly. I'd say that. Let's see. Turn that off there. Really, I should probably get some shots now, shouldn't I? Filmed quite a bit there. Let's see if we can jump up, get the character in the light a little bit. Because I don't like it when there's too much harsh shadow on the character's face. Looks a bit naff. But let's see if I can go down here. In theory, there shouldn't be any shadows since we've got so many friggin' lights here. Alright. Let's get ready to line it up then. TFC right here. Select the character. TM. There we go, right there. let's get ready to get a nice shot here. I hope you guys like this graphic that's playing, by the way. It took me like 6 hours to make this graphic because I had to rotoscope it out of the Fallout 76 trailer. It took forever. Alright, let's see. FOV 65. No, FOV 45. There we go. Get like a nice cool zoomed in shot like that. Because when you work with the EMB, when you actually zoom in using the FOV, it actually does give you a tiny bit more field of view. Tiny bit field of view. A little bit more depth of field. And don't like her there. Rotate her a little bit like that. So again, wait for her to do something interesting. With her animation right here. Come on. Do something cool. I don't know, like play with your hair or pick your nose or something cool like that. Ooh. Here we go. And now get ready to track her back. Track her back with the controller when she moves to the left. Ooh, perfect right there. I timed that absolutely brilliantly. There we go. Okay, so see the handsome guy. Clever. Says, hey Final Render, just want to say I love your videos. Would you do a Fallout 76 Let's Play? I would love it. Ooh, should I do some Fallout 76 on the channel, guys? What do you say? Should I do some Fallout 76 on the channel? You know what? Okay. Okay. We'll do some. We'll do some 76 on the channel. For you. For you see. For you see. So yeah, let's zoom out now. Actually, let's make a wider angle. FOV 100. FOV 110. There we go. Akira says, make like a crime scene research lab. That's kind of the vibe we're going for. You know, it's kind of like a CSI themed experiment thing going on. So we've got the capsules there. That's kind of be where like the decontamination arc is. And there'll probably be like some hazmat suits and stuff, which will be really, really cool. I don't want to have like a big security fencing around. But unfortunately, I don't have them downloaded right now. So I'll have to go and either download some today or find some more. Jennifer Montgomery. Hello there, Jennifer Montgomery. Haven't seen you in the chat for a while. How are you, Jennifer? Says, School Zone made a video about how to wirelessly wire items without using mods. There are ways to do wireless. But to tell you the truth, I kind of like wired stuff. Because it looks a bit grotty. And also, you know, wires make really nice things in the foreground quite easily. We'll see if we can demonstrate it now, actually. See if we can demonstrate it now. If I start my shot, say, here. Now we've actually got a cool wire right there. Which we can use for our shot. Looks kind of cool. What's she doing right there? She's doing like the Rolex sweep. Do the Rolex sweep. Who remembers that? It was damn awful. Damn awful that was. Alright, so now let's get a slow track in. There we go. So see, because we've had to do all the wiring and stuff like that, we've had stuff in the foreground. We've made our shot more interesting by using it, which I think is not bad. It's not bad. Let's see if we can get like a really cool shot of some of these lights. Ideally, we should do this at night. In fact, we'll get some shots at night in a bit, actually. Let's get some shots on the inside of here. Kind of show what we've got. Hey, if you've got it, flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? If you've got a handsome face, give us a smile. Well, that's not right, actually. Now I think about it. We've got a huge gap right here. Let's fix that before we get any more shots of that, actually. We won't film us fixing it. Let's just fix it right now. USO mod has a security fencing, I think, says Kimberly A. I'll double check. We did have a quick look, but I didn't see anything that really worked. But hopefully we can find something again. Where is it? Snap and build is what I want. It's in structure snap and build, isn't it? So silly me. Go into snap and build. Here we go. Shack. Big shack. Bunker. No. Capsule. Here we go. Classic style. I could have sworn there's a mod you can get which makes these capsules Institute themed. I'll definitely have to get that if I can find it. I'll double search it again. That's not the internal wall we want. That's the internal wall I want. See, if you look here, we've got a little gap there. But if I pop that there, now the gap's all gone. Who would have thought it, eh? Who would have thought it? And the idea is we'll have like a little security guy right here. And then we'll have the kind of way to see the spaceship through here. What else are people saying? Hybrid and Legacy said, is it possible to raise the spaceship onto a foundation pedestal as if the Institute moved it for better study? I don't know, actually. Let's find out. Let's find out. Yes is the answer. Yes is the answer. You can move the spaceship. I kind of like the idea of leaving it in there. But maybe we'll kind of rig up like some crane as if they're about to move it. Because I don't really think they'll move it, really, because they've got teleport technology. They don't really need to move it that much, do they? They can just teleport it wherever they need to go. In fact, realistically speaking, they'd probably take samples around the crash site, and then once they've got all those samples, they'll then just teleport the ship back to the Institute. Assuming you can teleport big stuff like that. Here we go. What else is there? Nightcall Wolf says, dude, when Fallout 76 comes out, will you remake locations from previous Fallout games? That would be cool. Only if we can actually do it properly. Only if we can do it properly. And by that I mean, do we have the access to do it, and do we have the build limit to do it? Because the camps are going to have quite a small build limit. Settlements are going to be different. Settlements, because obviously they are different things. Settlements and camps in 76. But assuming we can, sure. I've done it a couple times for this. I built Megaton in the settlement mode, goddammit. I built Megaton in the settlement mode in Fallout 4. Easy, one of my coolest videos, I think, that one. Yeah, let's just look into miscellaneous again. Make sure we haven't got one there. And also... wait a sec. We looked in fences, didn't we? Junk fence, wire fence. Let's just look in junk fences. You know, it might have been put in there wrong or something. No, okay. Metal, maybe? I'm pretty certain that I don't have any downloaded. But yeah, I know the settlement I want. It's literally just called security fencing. I've used it many times before. I just don't think I have it downloaded right now. Ooh. Maybe the scaffolding has got some tall ones. No, but we've got lots of logs. Oh, that's a cool window. But that's from the Cabin in the Woods mod, all this wooden stuff. But no, I'm not using that. Okay, let's carry on with the shots we were getting then, since that's what we were actually doing. We just went to fix an error after all, didn't we? Okay, so TFC. So zooming in here. Let's see if we can go quite wide with this one. FOV110. There we go, quite wide. Pfizer Game says, you need USO. I don't really use USO that much because I've never really needed it. But maybe I'll just grab it if it's got those fences, you know. I used it when I did PS4 builds. I've done a couple builds on PS4. And USO is fantastic on that because there's not many mods on PS4 which give you such huge quantities of items as USO does. So, really nice mod, USO on the PlayStation. There we go, that's a nice shot right there. And we will get a shot going through here as well. Actually, let's get the old archway on, shall we? Let's turn that on right there. TFC. There we go, going through there. And TreyDog08 says, you also built Rivet City, right? Oh, yes, I did build Rivet City, actually, yes. I forgot about that one. But I do think Megaton was one I was most proud of, in terms of huge settlement builds, you know? Not modded builds, but settlement builds. Here we go, zooming in now. Okay, that's cool. And maybe another shot of the this radar thing, you know, because that looks cool. Get a shot just like this. See if we can get the sun behind it. See if we can get the sun behind it, just like this. What are people saying, though? Death Witch King 2 says, Final Render, I'm trying to make a mobile crawler like the Enclave one in Fallout 3, but in Fallout 4. Yes, it's occupied by the glorious Enclave in settlement mode, but I need tracks and treads. I think there are ways to do it, you know, externally. You know, you can do 3D modeling and stuff like that. I don't think there's anything in the base game which has treads. So you might have to make them yourself, ideally, which is a shame. Nightcall Wolf says, I think it's weird that Fallout 76's beta comes out on Xbox first. Why don't they just release it all at the same time? Because Bethesda wouldn't exist without Microsoft, basically. Bethesda were in a bit of hot water, you know, before Morrowind came out. Morrowind basically saved them. And the kind of Bethesda game, as we know it, came out because they allowed them to port Morrowind onto the original Xbox. Not the Xbox One, the very first Xbox. And because of that, they got a huge amount of money, which then gave them the money to then buy the Fallout license and put them where they are now, basically. So, Bethesda owes a lot to Microsoft, basically. They really do. And you should never forget that. Oh, and also Sony are being complete twerps this generation. It's like, oh, you finally gave in and gave Fortnite crossplay, did you? Tell you the truth, Epic probably paid for it. It wouldn't surprise me if that was honestly the case. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me. Epic Games can actually afford to pay Sony something that would make them blush. So, maybe that's what happened. Is that meant to glitch around like that? Oh, we got 2 there. That's why. Yeah, let's just have the one with the fan. There we go. That's a bit better. Hey, got a cool fan. Huh? Are you my fans? This is my fan also. And Fire's Game says, share Spike! Share Spike! That's the wrong graphic. I need one of those Stream Deck things. Boom! Let's get a share spike going. Let's get the share spike going so we can get as many people watching the live stream as possible. Let's see what we can do. Tell you what, actually, I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to see if I can actually take a screenshot of the build thus far to use... Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because I need to have the video link in there, don't I? So, I'm going to take part of the share spike. If you're new here and you don't actually know what the share spike is, it's very simple. If you're watching the stream, you've got to share the stream. I'm going to share it onto Twitter right here. Boom. Okay, so let's see. Our stream is jumping and the build looks great. Come join in the stream right now at Fallout. And then check it for spelling errors because I always type things way too quickly. And tweet. That's my part of the share spike done. You guys are going to go ahead and do the same now. You guys are going to go ahead and share the stream on Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, Bebo, Instagram, whatever it is that you guys really enjoy sharing so we can get as many people watching the live stream as possible. Okay. So that's pretty good then. That's lined up quite nicely. Let's see if we can build some more of the interior here. See if we can build some more of the interior of this place. Get it looking pretty good. This actually might be quite difficult to refurbish here because we don't have much space. But at the same time, I've dealt with tighter spaces. So let's see what we can do. Obviously, don't want lights like that because these are all very... You could probably do something like that. Is that an Institute light? Let's take a look. Yes, let's take a look by glitching it into the damn walls. You could use something like that. We'll see what else we got, though. It doesn't need to be too clean, because obviously the exterior of the capsule is also quite filthy. But if we can get these lights, and something I always try to do, well, no, it's something I always tell myself I've got to try to do, is always kind of put them in like the same height and stuff. So let's try to do that here. How about that? Alright, and pop that. Is that floating? That's floating, isn't it? What if we get a smaller one for this here? So this will be where the little security lab is. Security lab? Security section. Thing. Security thing. Throw that in there. That looks good. And what about in here? We've got to think of what to do with this one. Just above the window, maybe? It's a little bit too thick for that. Again, we'll have them kind of in the corners here. Is that the right height? Needs to be a little bit taller. A little bit higher up. Ooh. There we go. Right there. And maybe have one on this side as well. Symmetry. There we go, just like that. Alright, so we've got some lights up in here, which is nice. Let's see what we can do. I actually did download some very specific Institute-themed crafting benches. So let's see if we can get some of them. I want one which specifically has the ones with the hazmat suits on. I believe there is like an Institute armor bench. I think it's just called like AS Institute Armors or something like that. And they look really good, actually. We've got plenty of really cool crafting ones, but nothing really Institute themed. We've never done an Institute build. Well, there's something in the in one of the mods I've done, which is very Institute build, but not actually in the settlement mode. So let's see what we got. We've even got the food processor. But where is it? It's right near the end, isn't it? Ah, here we go. Institute armor stations and stuff. Weapon station. Biochem station. That might be quite cool to have later. And also an... That's a power armor stand, isn't it? Yeah. Not really useful stuff. But maybe we can have, like... Where is it? The armor one. Where are we going to do it space-wise? Not really. Oh, ideally, we need a before or just after. The decontamination arch, don't we? We need that right there. So that when you come in, you grab your hazmat suit, go through the decontamination chamber, and then you can go through, can't you? What else are people saying, though? Trey Dog says, did you make it dirty so the Institute wouldn't have any suspicions raised? Not really, no. The idea I had in my mind is that, with this, the Institute is just well known. You know, they're not hiding in this case. You know, maybe the Institute took over the Commonwealth. You know, that's my kind of excuse for it anyway. What else are people saying, though? Lost Ranger says, if I'm with the Institute and I found this place, I'd take the alien DNA and make an alien synth. Alien robots. Nothing will stop them. But we got that there, so how about... What's the best way to do this? I want to have lots of hazmat suits, but I don't think there are anything we have which just has hazmat suits. So what I might do, I might see if I can get a shelf, and then with that shelf, I can run some hazmat suits through the OC decorator static thing, and then we can go and use those as static items. But let me see, it is in OC decorator, primarily. I think I've got the thing installed, which gives you that. Oh, do I? I don't think it's installed right now I think about it. We'll double check again, though. We'll double check. Chemistry and medical. Plenty of stuff for the science. Lots of science experiments there, but not quite what I'm after. There is a special item you get when you download a OC decorator, which allows you to place non-static items in it, and then it converts them into static items for you, so you can then move them about wherever you want to. Really useful, or at least it used to be. It's not so much useful nowadays that so many things have actually been invented which allow you to place items down statically. But this is still useful, I just can never remember where it is. It's probably in power. Probably in like miscellaneous power or something. Except we do not have... Oh, there we go. See if it's in here. And if it ain't here, then it's probably not installed. Nah, it's probably not installed. Okay, never mind. We'll leave that for now then. We'll leave that for now. Carry on. As I always say, carry on. If you can't find the thing you're after, carry on. How about some floor stuff? Floor coverings. I believe I've got some Institute stuff installed here. We've got Vault-Tec stuff. Tell you the truth, the rubber ones from the Vault-Tec stuff is not bad either, right? I mean, I've always liked these rubber floors. I've always liked the rubber floors because they look a little bit scrappy. Just a little bit messy. They're not too perfect. There's one which is perfect, but the others not so much. Let's just go with the single ones. Just throw them down willy-nilly. He said willy. Now, we can probably have a bigger one in here, can't we? Oh, but they're all too big. So let's just go with, like, say, the 3s and the 4s, and then get a couple of the individual ones. Again, make it look a bit messy, you know. Don't make it look too perfect. If it's too perfect, even for Institute stuff, it looks wrong. Because nothing in real world is absolutely perfect, no matter how hard you make it. So just grab your items and stuff. Maybe put it at a slight angle or something like that, you know. Just do that. It works. Oh, that's an idea. Rather than... Yeah, let's put our hazmat suits on these racks, actually. The armor racks. That's a good way to do it. Get some 2 male and 2 female. There we go. I'll move them about a little bit there. I actually might have downloaded a mod which kind of gives it a clear mesh for the armor rack. But let's see. Let's see. Let's also change the field of view back, god darn it. 85. So let's see if we can actually get outside, actually. It's getting a little bit confined in here. So, help hazmat 4. See what the code is for the hazmat suit so I can give myself 4 hazmat suits. Armor, here we go. Okay, so player dot add item 000 CEA C4 and give me 4 of them, please. There we go. So now I can place a hazmat suit onto these. What else are people saying though? Lost Ranger says, the Institute is so secretive in this playthrough that they can be in plain sight and people still won't notice what they're up to. Well, as I said, the idea with this kind of build is that they're just kind of already there. You know, they're already there. So, put that on there. Oh, that's a hazmat suit, isn't it? I don't really want a hazmat suit. I want like the Institute ones, don't I? Let's try this again. Is it like hazmat suit or is it like Institute suit or something? Yeah, those are all just called hazmat suit. Let's try help Institute. We're going to get loads of searches back here, of course. If I can spell Institute. Institute. 4. And let's just go straight to the armor sections. Okay, what else is there? Go and read some of this chat. 3P says cheat room. Nah, we don't need to do that. Don't need to do that. Just use the old console commands here. Alright, so those are the NPCs, those are the quests, those are the static items, all the static stuff which says Institute in the name. Where are the armors? Where are the armors? Okay, can't actually find the armors right now, so... Institute Scientist, Institute Patrol, Institute Scientist. Again, I'm looking at NPCs, maybe I can shoot one. Huh. Some people say maybe it's clean suit or something. I think people saying they think it's called clean room suit. And Professor Autismo says, ha, he said tit. No, I says institute. Okay, yeah, let's try a clean suit then. So, help clean suit 4. Or maybe I'll just do like help clean 4. Let's see. Nothing came back from that. Okay, so let's just type in help clean 4. Here we go. We got some results here. Clean clothes, static. We do have lots of stuff for clean, actually, yeah. Hooded clean suit room. There we go. And clean suit room. Okay, so player dot add item. We'll have both kinds, actually. So 00115 AEC. Add 2 of those, please. Yes, please. Must have typed it in wrong. If you do like one spelling mistake, it doesn't work because obviously it's in a code. Let's see. I've lost it now. There we go. 000 11 15 AEC. Now that's worked. And now let's add the other one. Because that was just the regular suit. And now we're going to add the hooded one. The hooded clean suit. Alright, so 00151 AEB. Sorry, I'd literally just, every time I look away, I always lose track of where it is. I don't know, maybe I need to get my eyes tested or something, I don't know. AEB. Yeah, that's it. There we go, so now we've got those 2 suits. Alright, so, sorry that took a long time, but these videos do take a long time. I don't think people realise that. Okay, so, my apparel. Alright, so you can have a clean room suit. Pop that on there. And you can have... Actually, that's another woman one, isn't it? So let's have the other clean room suit on the men's. That way there's a men's one and a woman's one. Clean room suit. Pop that on. And now you can have the hooded one. Alright, so hooded one. Loads of bikini mods and stuff like that. I was going to do a beach build, but never got around to it in the end. You know, there's that mod which adds all the really cool beach utilities. So I've downloaded loads of mods which give you loads of bikinis and bathing suits and stuff like that for men and women. But never got around to actually doing that one yet. No, so what's it called then? There you go, hooded clean room suit. There you go, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah, I've actually got a mod installed now which actually gives it a clear visor. They don't actually have a clear visor in the default game. It's like slightly opaque. Only slightly. But let's see, where's the last one? Apparel, hooded clean room suit. There we go. So now we've got some clean room suits right there, ready for people to use. And you can go and craft your own armors and stuff right here. Or edit them. Not bad, right? Not bad. Got that in there. Do we need more light in here? I think we do. I think we need a little more light. Okay, so more light then. We'll just see if we can grab like something close to the lights we already used, but ceiling variants like this one. Oh, but it's always a nightmare placing things on the ceiling inside here, isn't it? No, can we get it just in there, please? In between the two windows. Windows? Pods? Where is it? Oh, it's down there. Try placing it there, now moving it. It's going crazy. What if we place it like up here? And then lower it. It's always a problem when things don't snap, right? So sometimes you just gotta... Oh dear, not that one. Click on the lamp, please. Let's move it into position manually. You know, it is what it is. You know, some people say, oh no, it doesn't quite work. So just go ahead and do it manually. Always works better. There we go. How's that? There we go. A little more light in here now then. What about this one? Is this one going to be difficult? Ah, forget that one. So there's a tiny bit more light. That's not bad. What about... Let's actually add the little security area now. I did want to have a little security area. So let's go. I don't actually know what I actually have in terms of Institute security. Do I have any guard mats or anything? Ooh! I do have actual Institute guard mats. Well, these are guard posts, but it's the same look. So yeah, why not just use those rather than have all these rubber mats, you know? Give it a little bit of variety. It's okay to have some rubber mats. But maybe add like some in like that. Yeah, that works. Cool. So maybe like a terminal or something like that, you know. That will probably work well. Creative clutter. Tables. Alright. Do we have anything which is Institute themed in creative clutter? I love creative clutter. Easily one of the best mods you can get. Oh look, we've even got the Fallout 76 kitchen table. Such a cool mod. I demonstrated this mod a lot in the last settlement build video I uploaded. The Fallout 76 camp themed one. Really, really good video. I very much like that one. And it does have lots of really cool stuff from Creative Clutter in that video. Here we go, Institute Desk. It does indeed have a terminal. Fantastic. Alright, so let's throw that right there. Looks good. And move the rug back a little bit, please. Excellent stuff. And now remove the floor mat. Sweet. It's looking good indeed. It's not quite right though, is it? It's slightly going around to the side. Ghost post floor mat. Excellent stuff. Right, that's in there now. How about we add... Well, we don't have Institute themed posters, do we? Do we have like... Do we have that laser door, I wonder? That laser door would be cool. That laser door would be pretty awesome. Okay. So... Give me a second. Someone just had to block someone there, unfortunately. They know who they are. Right, so the wall section, door section even, it is right in this section over here. Hopefully we've got this laser one. But what are people saying in the chat though? Devastator91 says, Final Render, could you add the brains in jars from the Automatron DLC to make it look like the Institute was extracting alien brains? If I have them, I don't know if I do. But if I do, that sounds like a good idea. Institute cell door. Ooh. Does this snap to the... We'll make it work. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get this big old glass pane, and that's going to be the front of our capsule. Just move it there for now. There we go, laser door. It's very hard to tell which way it's got to be. Oh god, that confuses my brain just looking at that. Which way is it meant to go? Let's just put that there for now. I think it's just really confusing in the settlement menu. The actual door itself is okay once you turn it off. There we go, and pop that there. And turn it back on. Please? Please? Oh dear, I've messed it up now, haven't I? Right, I actually did have a new mod installed. It's actually been causing a bit of trouble behind the scenes, actually. But it's a mod which basically adds the ability to build in the settlement mode, kind of like a god mode. I think it's called Workshop Plus, it's called. Yeah, Workshop Plus, it's called. It's got some really good stuff. I don't really think it fixes anything, though. For the most part, I think it's just a cool way of doing stuff. But it does have an undo. So did that work? It didn't even work. Okay, never mind. Forget what I just said. Forget what I just said. Can I do it from out here? Okay, here we go, yeah. Laser door, we'll just make it a little bit smaller. Just make it a little bit smaller. Alright, so set scale to 0.9. There we are. That should actually fill the capsule quite nicely. What else are people saying though? Laura Elger says, time to take the stream mobile to school because time to collect my kiddos from school. I'll probably die. It'll probably die on me because I'm only about 28% power. That's a shame, Laura, but hopefully you'll be back very, very soon. Hopefully back with the kiddos. Anyway, hopefully you don't go ahead and have too much of a stressful time. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. There we go. Now the in-chute door works just fine. Fantastic. How about we see if we can do this thing I wanted to do with the door. What else are people saying, though? TreyDog08 says, this is a research lab, right? Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Kind of like a research lab slash... Well, it's kind of like a crime scene kind of look. That's what we're going for. Alright, so we just found this giant bit of glass. This isn't meant to actually go onto these. But darn it, I'm going to do it anyway. Because this is perfect. If I can actually get it to go into a decent place. I think I'm clicking on something else every time I try to move this door. When in doubt, just go much, much closer if that's the case. Now. There we go. Change of a number there. So now we should be able to lower it down. There we go. That's much better. This is what I wanted. Just wanted a giant glass plane, which would be brilliant. Kevin Birdline says, I want $1 million. Oh, I mean, $1 billion. That wouldn't be that bad. Tell you the truth, if any of you guys want to help me, Final Render, get closer to owning $1 million, then please consider supporting the Patreon or donating via Super Chat. The Patreon people are very, very important to the channel because they actually directly pay for the internet connection that we are using right now to stream. Since I live in the countryside, the only way to get decent enough internet to stream is using a 4G modem, which actually has a very expensive tariff. So if you really want to consider supporting the channel, please consider sending in a donation via the PayPal, linked in the description, or send a Super Chat, but just above the chat, I believe it is, or is it just below? I think it's just above now. And also, please consider supporting the Patreon if you really want to help out the channel in that way. Alright, so I just changed this to 0.8, and that's a bit too big. So let's go ahead and make it a wee bit smaller. Let's try 0.6. This, I believe, is actually the thing which the kind of synthetic gorillas are behind. You know what I mean? Alright, so put that there. It's slightly curved as well, I've noticed. It's slightly curved. Which is not bad, you know? Yeah. You know those Akaviri men? They have curved swords. What else are people saying, though? TreyDog says, so this doesn't go here. At Final Render. Are you sure about that? I'm pretty certain it doesn't go here. Pretty certain it doesn't go here. Raise it up there. What else is there? Fire's Game says, I would donate £300, but I need that money for things. If you can't donate, then you don't. You know, it's that simple. I'm not going to force you to. Because it's a donation after all. Like some people say, if I donate, what do I get? Well, donations are a gift to me to help me keep going, basically, you know. Charlie Petman says, how are you doing? I'm not bad, thank you very much, Charlie. I am not bad. I am not bad at all. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. We're just trying to shrink this glass down a little bit to get it to fit in this gap. Set scale to 0.55. Yeah, set scale 2. Can't even remember my own damn console commands. I say me own. They're not mine. What else are people saying though? Jennifer Montgomery says, Final Render, you did not mention that viewers can become a sponsor. That is true, yes, you can also become a YouTube sponsor if you want to, or a YouTube member, as they are now called. Because, you know, the world needs more members. So please consider also becoming a YouTube member if you want to. You can see Jennifer Montgomery in the chat right there actually has a special symbol next to her name. That is because she is a sponsor/member. So please consider going ahead and doing that if you want to use all the cool emotes. In fact, how about I go ahead and demonstrate what cool emotes you can get. I'm going to put the cool emotes in the chat. Go ahead and pop that here. I have a little data folder right here. Well, it's actually in my GIF folder. I'm going to grab all the commands for the emotes right here and paste them into the chat. Boom! Look at all those cool emotes in the chat right there. Well, there's a little bit of time difference. But yeah, those are the emotes you can use in chat if you become a YouTube sponsor or a YouTube member, as they are called. So please consider doing that if you want to use all those cool emotes in the chat. And YouTube have kind of always said, they haven't done it yet, but they have said that they will eventually put that ability into regular comment section as well. So that would be really sweet if they do that soon. Okay. This glass is pretty much as good as it's gonna get, really. And Kagus Carrot has donated $2 via PayPal. Hooray! Everyone go to chant Kagus, Kagus, Kagus. Everyone go to chant Kagus Carrot in the chat for donating $2 via PayPal. That's very nice of you, Kagus. Thank you very much indeed. Kagus Carrot is a very kind donator right there, so thank you very much for doing that. And not only that, but Kagus Carrot is a very devoted viewer who always tunes into the live stream, so thank you very much for always tuning in. So yes, this is technically a door, as someone just said in the chat. Pfizer Game says it's a door. Yeah, I think these are where the gorillas are in the Institute, but obviously it doesn't quite fit because they're not meant to fit together. So what if we find some way? Well, no, what if we're going to do it? We are going to find a way to kind of block this off somehow, so we can get the look I want. Rectifi says, where does your creativity come from? It comes from Dave, the magical fairy, who's currently in the corner right now. Ain't that right, Dave? I get my creativity from you, Dave. Yeah, okay, whatever. He's just sitting there and swearing at me right now. He's not very nice, is Dave, sometimes. Even though we rescued him from Santa's workshop so many years ago. He's not very nice sometimes. Okay, let's find some kind of filler for this. Let's find some kind of filler for this section here. We need like tiny little cubes almost, don't we? Unless maybe there is something in the snap and build that can fit in there. We're just not seeing it. No, of course not, because it's curved. Tell you what, we'll move on for now. We'll move on for now. As I always say, if you're struggling to find the thing you need to find, just move on. Oh, that's cool, yeah. That's not bad. Yeah, if you're struggling to find the object you want, then just move on. We could probably move it a little bit inside, though, couldn't we, actually? Ooh, dude. How about that? Move it a little bit inside, just a little bit. And then that should give us a little bit of a neater look. There we go. There you go. Tyres and Nuns Marigold. Okay. How about we see if we can maybe touch up the viewing area a little bit here. Let's see if we can get maybe a camera or chairs or something like that. Gabe Dobson says, what's the next build plan? You're looking at it. We are building an Institute-themed kind of research lab around the alien crash site. It's going pretty good so far. We obviously first started this afternoon. And normally these take a few days or so. So hopefully we can get some pretty good feedback from this one. Because we haven't really done an Institute-themed build, have we? Let's see if we can find something suitable for the Institute to sit on. We've got chairs like this, which will be good. Benches, they're a bit cumbersome, aren't they? Gotta remember, this is kind of like a mobile base, isn't it? So really just regular old office chairs like that might be good. Something like that. We'll go with the cleaner ones because they're a little bit more institute-y, aren't they? Institute-y? Huh. What else are people saying, though? Keeper Crouch says, Render, how are you, buddy? I remember when you was at 1,000 subscribers, I presume you mean. But yeah, thank you very much. And now you're at 43,000k. We should be much higher than that, frankly, buddy, because it's been very, very, very slow in recent times. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in all this time, matey. Thank you very much indeed. Let's see if we can get like some Institute shells of some kind. Actually, let's go back into Creative Clutter. See what we've got in Creative Clutter. When in doubt, check Creative Clutter. It's always got useful stuff. Ah, there we go. Good old Dr. Pepper. When in doubt, drink Dr. Pepper. It's good for your soul, you know? Not good for your body, but very good for your soul. How about we see resources? No. Crafting and vendors? Not really. Lighting, power, rooms, wall decorations, furniture. I guess just furniture, really. See if we've got like some really nice Institute stuff again. We saw a couple things earlier, didn't we? Original content says, will you put a dome over the ship? I don't plan to. Maybe if we find a dome which just looks perfect, then maybe. But I don't plan to, really. Because, you know, the idea is that this is kind of a mobile place. So it would be quite hard to erect a giant dome around it. Charlie Petman says, was your PC setup, dude? Was your PC setup? Or what's my PC setup? My PC setup... that right there. We actually did a pretty nice upgrade to that quite recently. We have currently in there a Ryzen 7 1700 CPU with... that is an 8-core CPU. And that is clocked to 3.3 gigahertz? Something like that. Maybe a bit higher. I don't really remember. No. 3.7, sorry. 3.7 gigahertz on that. We also have 16 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator Platinum RAM, DDR4 obviously, and that is clocked at 3000 megahertz. We also have an RTX 2080 graphics card. That is obviously the new one, and it's pretty darn snazzy. I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it indeed. Vault Naughty Bedroom Table. Not for here. Vault Wet Bar. As cool as it would be to kind of have like alcohol here, as if, you know, they're kind of in here for a long time and studying it and partying because they found alien life. It's not really appropriate, is it? So let's just see if we can find the Institute stuff. Any Institute shelves, actually? We saw tables. What about shelves? Curio cabinets and stuff. Again, there's lots of cool things like alcohol and stuff. Institute bookshelf, here we go. And that is compatible with do-it-yourself. So let's pop that down there. I've just noticed I haven't really been very appropriate with my recording. I've just kind of hit record and let it go. I shouldn't do that. I should really just, you know, only record the bits I need. Because then you end up with a smaller amount of footage and it makes editing it much quicker and easier. Right, let's put like some laundry things there since I found them. Make it a bit smaller. If you find something that you want to use somewhere else, just pop it down somewhere. Pop it down somewhere rather than losing it again. Set scale to 0.8. Normally works quite well. Didn't even work. Yeah, that one there. 0.06 maybe. This is starting to annoy me. Okay, let's go out here then. Let's go out here. Let's do the show here. That probably means I just shrank something else down multiple times. I don't know what it was. It's not the end of the world. Not yet, anyway. It's the end of the world as we know it. There you go. A little bit of fabric and stuff there for when you go through the clean room. What else are people saying, though? Kevin Birdline says, should have $1 million subs by the end of the year, I hope. $1 million subs? Should have $1 million. Should have 1 million subs by the end of the year. I wish, buddy. But hey, if you guys in the Final Render community make it possible by, oh, I don't know, sharing the stream and stuff like that. If you guys go ahead and share the live stream and share the channel with your friends, then it may be possible. You know what I mean? Takes two to tango, you know? Excellent stuff. Alright, so let's find some more shelves then. Laundry shelf supplies. Again, we've got some of those. Tool cabinet. That's a nice one. Vault cabinet. That's the one which is from the Fallout 76 trailer, isn't it? We'll have that. Why not? Because it's kind of cool still, isn't it? It's kind of cool. It's kind of trendy. A little bit hip. It's a little bit punk. It's a little bit rock and roll. What about in the miscellaneous section? Mostly just decoration stuff. Oh. Not quite what I expected. Do we want some ice cream in our science lab? Do we want some ice cream in here? Nah, not really. Containers. Let's go and have like some random institute stuff. Oh, that's a bobblehead stand. Cool. That's not bad. So you can just kind of put a bobblehead inside that little container. That's sweet. This is why I really like this mod. You know, the creative clutter. It's got lots of very cool stuff in it. Nautical clutter. I don't really want that. I'm looking for something which would work well on this cabinet here. But by the look of it, these are just the containers themselves, aren't they? Yeah, let's pull out of here then. Pull out a little bit. Crafting and vendors, resources, nah. Rooms. We don't have a science area, do we? We've got a workshop. That might be okay. What else are people saying, though? Charlie Petman says, almost heaven. I'll let the chat do the rest of it. Oh, yeah, and important thing that we must remember, of course, is that in just a few days, time, oh, sorry. In just a few days' time, on the 12th of October, it will actually be the anniversary of the death of John Denver, who obviously made that song popular. So, spare a thought to that on the day. There we go, get some lab stuff in here. Medical storage, not quite what I'm after. That might be okay, little doesn't really work. A utility sink, that might be important for something. I don't really know what yet, but throw that on there. And then just mostly just put lots of like chemicals and stuff like that on this little one. And then we will have like pens and stuff in the other one. And maybe have like a static weapon in here as well. That's not actually snapping to the shelf. Normally that does. I have to go and manually put that little bag in there. Manually adjust the bag. Lost Ranger says, creative clutter is creative with clutter. Who knew? Indeed, it's a very good mod, as I said. It originally started off as one called Dino's Decorations. And it was just basically small little object mashups. And then over time, he started to add things which could be snapped to shelves. And eventually just ended up with a huge mod with loads of amazing stuff in it, just slowly over time. Really, really good mod. Not 19. Minus 10. There we go. That's now in place. Sorry that took a while. Special Forces Handbook. A tackle box. Oh dear. Seriously, final render. Okay. So we got that there. That's looking good. Now, office supplies and stuff. I think it would be good in this one. If we can get some office supplies in that cabinet over there, then we kind of got a good mix. You know, we've got like some stuff back there which kind of has like chemicals and stuff. And over here we got stuff to write down any findings. Oh, dog needs bed. Oh, what's this here? Model robot kits. No, we don't want that. Lots of cool neon lights. Bottle caps. Is there not like an office area? I thought there was. There we go. Office area. See what we can snap down to here. Clipboard and folders. No, not really. Desk files. What's the nice thing about this mod as well is that since they're mashups, they typically got lots of objects all in one. It's not just a couple things. Like OC Decorator, for example, as much as I love OC Decorator, it's just individual items. So it takes longer to get stuff that looks similar. But obviously you can literally do anything you want though with OC Decorator. It just takes more time, you know? So that's something that's up to you, really. Do you want it to take more time and be unique, or do you want to do something a bit quicker, but you know automatically looks good? Nothing wrong with a bit of both. Nothing wrong with a bit of both. Okay, so we got that in there. Folder stack. I don't know why these actually aren't snapping on. I was under the impression that these were meant to snap on. Well, no, I guess not. And a landing tray. What's a landing tray? Oh, that's the thing you put your keys on, isn't it? Okay, so that snaps. That one snaps into there, but the other ones don't. Oh, well. Guess we'll just have to do it the long way, won't we? Let's see. What would be good in an institute, though? I think I'm getting carried away a little bit. I'm just kind of placing items down willy-nilly. Willy. How about I... Office stuff is the way to go. That's cool. That's very cool. But how about I move away from it for a bit? Because as I said, I'm just starting to throw items down now without really thinking about it. So how about I take a step back from this for a moment. Just take a step back. I do want to see this. Do I have any bobble shelves on me? Bobble shelves? Bobbleheads. Do I have any bobbleheads on me? Let's go take a look. If I do, I want to try it out. I've got a skull for some reason. 2 barter bobbleheads. Wow. That's unusual. Dude, that's really cool. Puts it in a little container. Oh, for God's sake, it's the wrong way around, though. Maybe if I, do I get 2 benefits now I've done that? I don't know. Oopsies. Let's put it back in now I've rotated it a bit. Yeah, it's kind of cool, I think. Tell you what, actually. Tell you what. How about, since we've done a little bit of that, how about I go and get, like, USO, for example, and we start adding those fences, which I really wanted to. Because I wanted to add the fences, but I don't have them downloaded right now, and it's going to be a real hassle to kind of get the vision I want without having the fences in there. Look at me saying, oh, the vision. You know, like I'm some pretentious artiste or whatever. Pretentious? Moi? Charlie Petman says, I say you make a huge gorilla enclosure and put the alien inside it. Charlie Petman, you probably say that to everything, don't you? That was random, but it made me chuckle. Made me chuckle indeed. Okay, so, Nexus. I'm going to go to Nexus Mods, and then we're going to go and see what we can do. Okay. So, oh, by the way, interesting thing. I know this is a bit random to say, but Andrew WK, who did the music for Rage 2, he followed me on Twitter earlier. Not bad, right? You remember Andrew WK? The hit from the kind of mid-2000s. Yeah, you know the Rage 2 soundtrack? Yeah, it's him. Okay. And also, speaking of Twitter, how about I take a look at some of the messages on Twitter? Because obviously we did do a few share spikes, so how about we see what we got? We got Laura Alshid. Oh, for God's sake, YouTube's done the thing again where it shows for the wrong graphic. I hate it when it does that. Oh, is it Twitter or YouTube? It's probably Twitter. Says, come and watch zany suspected Zetan in disguise final render working on an Institute alien crash site. Cover up, zap, pew. Thanks very much, Laura. That's a nice little share spike there with a little bit of humour. We've also got Peter Drew saying, check out Final Render's Institute Alien Crash built live. Indeed, check it out while it's live. It's always good to have it live. Firezake Games says, come join the stream today as Final Render is building an institutional area where an alien ship has crashed. Come and spread the love. And the aliens. Spread the alien love. And we've also got Spotty Skunk saying, get spooky with Final Render. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Thank you very much for all those share spikes, guys. That's very kind of you to take part in those. But let's see. USO is one, which everyone says already has one installed. As I said, I'm pretty certain there are ones in a Settlement Objects expansion pack. But for some reason, they just ain't here right now. So, Universal Object. I'm not going to show Nexus Mod. Oh, it's not even on Nexus Mod sites, is it? It's on Bethesda, isn't it? Oh, well. Here's what it looks. Looks like I'll have to download it via Bethesda.net. Let's go back in game then. Back in game now, think about it. So much for that idea. Do you like the background, by the way? The animated background. It's very cool. I like it. Let's see. Bring the old chat up here. What else is there? Rectify says, doesn't this build seem a little too run down and dirty for Institute standards? Well, the idea is that it's mobile. So it's kind of always outside, you know? And that's kind of the idea behind it. The idea is that they can't just bring it into the Institute until it's been cleaned, declared safe kind of thing, you know? So they're going to do that. They're going to go ahead and inspect it first on the surface using their mobile research lab. And then they will go and bring it to the Institute later. Because they do have above ground units, the Institute. They do. So it would make sense that they would have some kind of little base of operations in the event of, oh, I don't know, aliens coming to Earth. Okay, so how do I do this? Oh, by the way, if you guys are on a console, if you're on PS4 or you are on Xbox One, my Halloween mod, The Hell's Bells, is currently being featured by Bethesda right now. It's true. So, USO. So, yeah, USO realistic bar items is there. USO performance patches here. Oh, I already had it. Okay, let's just download that now then. Never mind. That was nice and easy. So yeah, go ahead and go onto your PS4 or your Xbox One, and you can see my Halloween mod, The Hell's Bells, is being featured by Bethesda. Like, I was out in Nottingham for the weekend, and I literally got an email from Bethesda saying, hey, we're going to use your mod as featured, and we're also going to show the video. I'm like, nice. Not bad, right? Not bad. Okay, so it's just installing the mod right now. So, Okie dokie. So, in theory, it should just work just fine, hopefully. Hope I don't have to do anything with load orders or anything annoying like that. The Modern Nerd says, add an alien experiment chamber. The idea is I'm going to do that inside the cave where you shoot the alien, you know? Or maybe shoot the alien. You might not have gone to search it. But yeah, I'm going to do that in the cave, which will be a nice thing. And Spotty Skunk said, they could also be letting it get rusty and crusty as a camouflage. Rusty, crusty, camouflage. Rusty, crusty, camouflage. That's a mouthful. Say that quickly 5 times. Rusty, crusty, camouflage. 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 It's not that hard, actually. Or maybe I'm just absolutely amazing. One of the two. My bet's on the second one. The Lost Ranger says, don't forget to add the alien blaster in a containment box for transport to the Institute. Oh, that's a cool idea, yeah. See if we've got any, we do have weapon racks, I suppose. We could probably use a weapon rack, pop the alien blaster in there. Ooh. Rectify says, nothing worse when you find a DLC you love and it says requirements, all DLC. Oh dear. Well, you know, I tried to stop doing that with my mods recently. When I first started modding, I'm like, yeah, you need all DLC. Hey, if you like Fallout, you've probably got them all already, right? It's like, yeah, but some people don't. So, only do it if you need to, you know? Only do it if you need to. Like, the Diamond City mod we did recently. No requirements for that whatsoever. No DLC requirements or mod requirements at all. Oh, and USO crashed it, did it? Okay, isn't that lovely? It's not even enabled here. So you mean to say, you downloaded it, Bethesda, but you didn't actually enable it? Let's try that again then. God darn it. And Yaffet Plays says, go to Vault 81. Oh, we're not going to be going anywhere right now. Right now we are just building for the sake of the live stream, which are going to be ending the live stream in like 15-20 minutes or so. So sit tight, people. Just want to see if I can build this security fencing around. Yeah, that's what makes you special. The fact that I lick windows, most likely. Okay, let's try this now then. What else are people saying though? Go and read some of this stuff here. Professor Autismo says, I can lick your eyebrows. That is a very weird thing to say. Very weird thing to say. I've seen weirder things on the internet. I've seen much weirder things. The internet is a very bizarre place. One of my favourite things on the internet recently is the moth or lamp memes. I don't know why that's so funny. Like, I don't like memes that are offensive or upsetting, but just like a moth. I think that's very funny. Kevin Birdline says, I wonder if you'll find old weed farms and old moonshine stills in Fallout 76 like in real life. Well, the chemistry station kind of looks like a moonshine still in a way, doesn't it? It already does. Weed farms are probably not. I mean, they've already got enough hassle with drugs in the game. They probably won't include real drugs for that reason, you know? So honestly, I think the game wouldn't be an 18 rated certificate if they didn't have as many drugs. Drugs which give you positive effects in Fallout 4. Like Jet, for example. It makes the game super easy and awesome. Like, sure, they say you get addicted, technically, but it doesn't actually make a difference, realistically, does it? So, if they didn't have all those drugs and stuff, you might be able to buy the game if you're like 15 rather than 18. You know, it might be T for teen, you know? Which I think would be good. And Rectifies donated £2 via Super Chat and says, love your channel, just something to help you out. Rectify, rectify, rectify. Hooray! Everyone go to chant Rectify in the chat for donating £2 via the Super Chat. Thanks very much, matey. That is very, very kind of you to do. But yeah, £2 there from Rectify. Who's going to be our next donator? We've had quite a few donators today. Who's going to be next? Remember, the top donation today was $40. Who's going to go ahead and beat $40 today? That's what I want to see. Someone donate $45. Someone donates $45 right now. I will do 10 pelvic thrusts on live stream right now. Hey, we'll make it 15. 15 pelvic thrusts on live streams. Or lunges even, not thrust, lunges, that's the word. Those are very different things. 15 lunges. Okay, so yeah, USO isn't working. USO is just crashing it. So yeah, forget that. Get out of here, USO. Just causing trouble. R3 says, can you say hi to Kirsty? I see you order some burgers. Can you say, hi Kirsty, I see you order some burgers. Hi Kirsty, I see you order some burgers. There you go. I hope that makes you happy. That was R3 asking me to say that. Professor Autismo says, I'll trade my babies for a lamp. You can't just buy a lamp at the shop, you know. You can't just buy one. They're not that expensive either, lamps. Here's what it is. What are people saying, though? Oh, and lots of people are chanting Rectifier. That's exactly what I want to see. Whenever people donate, you got to chant them. Because it keeps me alive. It gives me sustenance. So yeah, I'm just going to double check. Do I have to disable this? It's downloaded, but yeah, delete it just to be safe. Just to be safe, delete that there. So I'll have to do some experimenting tomorrow to see if I can find the fencing I want. If I can find the fencing I want, then I'll probably do that tomorrow. I don't necessarily do everything on live stream, but I do most of it on live stream, you know, so that people can suggest good ideas for the builds, and also just so they can see the builds, you know, because it takes a long time. It can be quite boring, guys. It can be quite lonely being a Fallout builder. So just doing some building with you guys makes me feel better. So just doing the live streams with you guys makes the building all worthwhile. And then, you know, you do like ASMR tapping on the microphone. Oh, God's sake. ASMR is weird, isn't it? It's very, very weird that works. Like, generally, ASMR, when you actually try it, it's like, that is so weird that that's working. You know, that disconnect between your ears is saying, there's a noise around you, but your brain is saying, nah. Very weird that happens. Well, Lost Ranger says, Dave is everywhere. Everywhere where you least expect him to be. Dave is kind of like the Lord and Savior Jesus. He's just everywhere. Except Jesus isn't real and Dave is. So, he's just everywhere. Be one with Dave. The merry house elf who's just over there. He's currently picking a scab off his elbow. He's probably going to eat it or something. Spotty Skunk says, and so we can suggest bad ideas. A bit of both, really. You guys don't suggest bad ideas. No one suggests bad ideas in this chat. This chat is the best chat. You know that? It's true. So good that they're all going to like the video and say a comment in the chat right now. And if they're new, they're also going to subscribe. That's true, right? That's true. Come on, at least do it for the graphic. I spent 6 hours making that damn graphic. It's cool, though. I like it. But yeah, that took a lot of rotoscoping. A lot of rotoscoping. Laura Elster is back. Hey, how are you doing? Who says, Roni so Roni. Team America, King John Hill. I don't think I understand that right there. Okay, so now the game is just crashing constantly. Are you telling me that trying to install friggin' USO, the mod which I always say I never need because it's a waste of time, because I've already got everything else which it does, is now crashing the game? Well, isn't that lovely? We'll try it one more. Yeah, we'll try it one more time with a different save slot. That sometimes works. Ah, there we go. And Professor Autismo says Thanos moth. No, not the Thanos memes. God, not the Thanos memes. Not the Thanos memes. Alright, we'll try this one more time. Do I have a different save slot? If it crashes it again, we'll just have to end the stream prematurely. So yeah, so you try it on this 14 0 hours 5 minutes. Yeah, make sure I get one which actually has all the stuff. You know what I mean? If it crashes the stream, then we'll just have to end it here. Yeah, go ahead. I don't need that. That's the Alien Companion app. I needed that for a photo shoot earlier. Okay, so if it crashes again now, we'll just end the stream, as I said, which is a shame, but is what it is. The Modern Nerd says the walls should be at least a little bit fortified, since you don't want anyone getting inside. Well, there's going to be big security perimeters around the entire thing. The idea is that I'll kind of simulate like an electric fence around it, maybe, something like that. Here's the thing, guys. Why didn't they do an electric fence in Fallout 4? In the settlement mode? That's a great defense, you know? Sure, they've got like turrets and stuff like that, but you know what's way easier to build than an automated machine gun turret? Or an automated missile launcher? An electric fence. You hook up a car battery to a fence, it stops people getting in. You know? Easy. Easy. It'll keep the Brahmin in as well. It'll look cool when you throw tin cans against it. Electric fences. And also, you know, if you just had a little bit too much to drink, it's the morning after, just grab it. It'll wake you up. It'll wake you up. Trust me. Although, don't actually do that. For God's sake, don't actually do that. Very bad idea. What else is there that people are saying in the chat, though? Tatum Lane says, you should add simps guarding the alien ship and institute scientists studying the alien ship. I can probably do that. I don't know if I can really make them do stuff, really. They'll probably just kind of idle around. But yeah, I think I can do that. Ooh, ah. Okay, so yeah. Moment of hope, people. Has USO caused too much trouble? Yes. Great. Okay. So, it's looking like we're going to have to end the stream there then. Okie dokie. So, we filmed a lot of good stuff at least. But tomorrow I'm going to have to do lots of bug fixing to work out why it's now crashing. Just because we tried to install USO. Oh well, here's what it is. Maybe I just have to go ahead and get USO to work. And then it'll work just fine all around. You know what I mean? Okie dokie. So, I guess we'll end it just 5-10 minutes early, something like that. So, thank you very much for watching this live stream, guys. It's been a nice one, actually. We've done a pretty cool build so far. And I think we're going to have a really nice little settlement after this. You know, we've got to have 2 little settlements, an interior and an exterior. And it's working pretty good. It'll take a long time to do lots of little decorations and stuff like that. Especially inside the little containers. But it looks really, really nice. Wardy J says, no, I just arrived. Don't worry, Wardy J, you can just rewatch this stream straight away. You know, they are kept on the channel. So if you just kind of like refresh the page, then in theory you should still be able to watch it. Or click on one of the links on Twitter. You know, that also gives you links back to rewatch it if you want to. It should also be in a playlist. I made a playlist earlier, a new one, called Bit of a Mods Live or something like that. You can find all the live streams there. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you very much to everyone who has donated to this stream. All those fine people just on the right there. Very, very much thank you for doing that. Thank you very much to all the cool Patreon people in the description below who help support the channel with their financial donations. You yourself, of course, can also do the same. Remember, $5 gets you naming rights. Every time we need to name something in a video game, then we may use your name if you go ahead and become a $5 and up patron. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been the final render, and you've been the audience. Bye-bye, gang. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say goodbye to the audience, Dave. Say goodbye to the audience. Don't put that in there. I do not want to have to call the doctor again. Take that out right now. I don't care if it's halfway through. Take it out. Now.